sadly, our dog passed away. We had to put our dog down three nights ago. We had her in little Luna. We had her in the vet hospital. So tough.
I'm sorry I asked you about that.
No. We thought she was going to be okay, but thank you for asking, and thank you. I just wanted, I didn't want you to ask me in 2 weeks, how's your dog doing?
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, but it's been a tough. Once our kids left for college, I didn't mean for this to be like news. I was just telling Kerr. So I don't want a story. First dog died. So, thank you. So anyway, I wanted to let you know. All right, who's first? Injuries. So apparently, Raymond told me today at 5 o'clock every day now. There's going to be a league update directly from Rick, so that you don't have to ask Dr. Kerr about medical assessments. So at 5 o'clock you can get online somewhere and read about our injuries.
I'm sure you're excited about
I can't wait to see you guys have to sort through the various emails that you're getting from the NBA.
Not to specifically bias, but have you ruled anyone out of the game?
Alec will not play. Jordan's going to play. Jordan practiced fully today. No, Looney's not going to play. So, all right. Jordan, yeah, he rolled his ankle, but it was very mild, so he's okay. My plan backfired. I just answered 3 straight questions, medical questions.
Good job. Throughout this season?
Well, the NBA is a different thing. I mean, I watch this guy, Steve Kerr, and he was like a little boy. He was so scared to be even answering the question. He couldn't answer the question. He was shaking. I don't know. He didn't know how to answer the question.
I just heard about the Trump thing. I got to welcome Steve to the club. First and foremost, that's kind of par for the course there. I mean, it's weird just because I figured he'd have other things better to do at this time, but not specifically. I've read it, and to be honest, I'm not dodging the question. It's literally I've had other stuff going on in my personal life, so I need to literally sit down and something this big that involves the entire landscape of the league and importance of a country like China, like that's something you don't want to. You're not just walking into kind of lightheartedly, just saying stuff off the cuff.
You're like 6'2", maybe this year 6'2", you're probably like 5'1". But how do you feel? How do you feel about that? Or does that even affect how you even want to go? How do you feel about that now? Does it matter?
I've sort of laughed about it. I talk to Draymond every day, and for 5 years they keep introducing him at 6'7", and he looks like he's 2 inches taller than me, and I'm 6'2.5". So, this has been going on forever. Every player wants to be taller, so doesn't matter. The guy can play, he can play. I don't care how tall Draymond is. It's pretty damn good.
What are your thoughts on Glenn Robinson? What did you think about him when you guys first signed him, and how is that kind of aligned with what you're seeing?
Well, we're really excited about Glenn. He's had an excellent camp. He fits in well with us. He's eager to learn. He had a great practice yesterday, great scrimmage. Was making plays, knocking down shots. I think he's getting more comfortable with his surroundings here, and I think he's got a chance to make a real impact with us. So I'm really, really happy to have Glenn.
Do you see him as like the 3-and-D type of wing? Do you see him?
Yeah. I mean, he's got good size and athleticism, and can knock down a shot, and knows how to play basketball. He comes from a basketball family, obviously, and he's got a good feel. And so we're very hopeful that he can be a good, solid defensive wing for us, and he can knock down shots. To be honest, we have to adjust to everything. We are all adjusting to each other, to the new facility, to the rhythm of training camp. We haven't had a training camp like this since year one. So this is hard for the older players, the guys who've been here for a while. It's hard for the younger players because their heads are spinning. It's hard for us coaches because we still don't know where the hell we're going in the building or how to get here through the streets of San Francisco. It's bizarre how different everything feels. We've lost so many players from last year. So this just feels like we are starting from scratch in many ways. So that's why practices have generally been long, and you know, it's going to take us some time to find our identity and find, you know, who we are at both ends of the floor. And I'm very confident, though, that D'Angelo will fit in regardless. He's so skilled. He's a phenomenal passer, and he knows how to play. So he'll fit in regardless of our pace.
Well, a lot of times teams want to take their Steph and D'Angelo do kind of play differently. That balance be struck.
Oh yeah. I think anytime you get two guys together who understand the game well, like Steph and D'Angelo do, then they just figure it out. You know, they start to understand where each other likes the ball, you know, what actions they like. They start to understand how to play together, but it has to happen organically. It doesn't happen in the first week of camp.
Going into the second preseason game, how are you looking from a sharpness perspective for your team? I know going in the first one, just 8 new guys, things like that. But how do you look going into the second?
Still learning, still growing. I think we should be better tomorrow than we were the first game from an execution standpoint, just because we've had more reps. But we're throwing a million things at them, partly for their sake, partly for ours, to find out what's working and what we need to focus on. So, like I said, it's a process that will not be complete in 2 weeks. 2 weeks from tomorrow on opening night, it'll be far from complete. The early part of the season, we're going to have to really continue to work towards, you know, figuring out our identity, who we are, and what we're about, and, you know, how we're going to win games.
You're going to see a familiar face like Jordan. How do you look Jordan Bell? Looking back on the 2 years with him, what would you say about the last 2 years?
Jordan really was a key factor for us. He started in the finals 2 years ago. Played with great athleticism. I enjoyed being around Jordan, and I'm really hopeful for him that this will be a great step in his career, that he'll get more of a chance to play. The hardest part for Jordan the last 2 years was he had a lot of guys ahead of him. We had veteran centers. We had, whether it was, you know, Zaza, David West, JaVale. You know, we had a lot of guys who were more traditional centers, and we were, you know, he's a very small center, so he's a unique player for us. He had to fit into a certain style and scheme, which limited his opportunities for us, because he wasn't going to play much 4 because Draymond was going to be there most of the time, and Kevin was also going to play the 4. So I think Jordan's got a chance to get more opportunity to play in Minnesota, I'm hoping. And like I said, I wish him well. He was a great guy, great teammate.
Does the length of the preseason, guys, I know you can't forge an identity in 2.5 weeks, but to see enough in 5 games to have these guys together to hit the ground running?
Well, I mean, regardless, that's what the preseason is. So I like I said, I don't think on opening night we're going to feel totally comfortable, especially given the fact that Looney and Willie Cauley-Stein have not been practicing. So we got a long way to go, but so do a lot of other teams. So in the meantime, we got to compete and play. All right. Thanks, everybody.